Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the July 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Virgo. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. With all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and get started here, Virgo. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So, last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at what's coming for July. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you, Virgo. But again, column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. Let's start there. So we have a summary affirmation card here of I will heal. I love this. We pretty much all always have something that we need to heal from, that we need to move forward from. So definitely a big month of healing, it seems like, or last few weeks of healing for you here, Virgo. But let's take a look and see what other messages we've got here for you. Okay, perfect. First up, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of circle of support, so you can kind of see that here. These 3 people standing in a circle, but having a really nice support system here. This is also a card of friendship, so likely some circle of support, some friendship support as you move forward with whatever this healing was. This could also be a celebration too, Virgo. So we'll look into that a little bit more. The next card that we have is the Lover's card. The Lover's card, of course, is a card of love. It's a card of partnership, deep love, strength together. So it does seem like there's some love energy. Perhaps you remedied or healed a relationship. Anytime we have 2 of something on a card too, this could be an indicator of a decision. So Virgo, this very well could have been a decision that you made as well. The next card that we have is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a card of working hard. It's being very studious. It's about giving that time and effort. So no doubt that you've done that here, Scorpio. Definitely the time going into the healing, the time going into the relationships, though, here as well. Conveniently, also, the Page of Cups is also a new love card, so 2 love cards for you there. Now let's take a look, though, at our clarifiers and see what other messages we have. First up, we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is, again, that kind of circle of support. It's teamwork. It's collaboration. It's working together. So no doubt that you have had a really nice support system here these last few weeks or month, Virgo. So that's really neat to see. Again, supporting you on this relationship, supporting you on this healing. Of course, that varies for some of you. Then the next card that we have is the Ten of Wands. I did mention that I think that this could be like remedy or repair of a relationship or healing of a relationship. The Ten of Wands is saying that there's stress, exhaustion, there are too many burdens. There's just too many things going on, I think, to give this relationship its all. Or maybe too many things had happened. But again, it seems that we were repairing those, which is nice to see with the Lover's card there. Making the choice to heal that relationship. Again, it seems like a friend or family member or some sort of circle of support was help driving this along too. And at the bottom here we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, if you look at this card, both the horse and rider are moving very quickly here. So this is fast-paced. This change came quickly. This new love or reigniting of love seemed to happen really quickly. This healing seemed to happen really quickly. So just fast-paced movement with the Knight of Swords there at the bottom. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to just what's coming for July, any main messages. We have the card, I am authentic. So one thing I always like to point out about this card, if you look in this top right corner here, there's a heart here. And being authentic is being authentic to yourself, doing things that feel good in your core, doing things that feel good in your heart. So be authentic to yourself and always do what feels good at your heart as you go into this next month here. But let's see what other messages we've got. First up, we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a great card. This is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. So definitely a win coming for you in these next few weeks. Some sort of victory, some sort of recognition. All wonderful things there with that Six of Wands. Sir, can you move, please? The next card that we have is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is an interesting one. So if you look at the Eight of Cups that are stacked here, they're stacked nicely, they look good, but yet this person is still walking away, they're still moving away here, Virgo. I always like to tell this is like going from good to better, the grass is greener on the other side. It's some sort of progress or some sort of advancement. So I do see you moving forward. I'm pretty confident that this progress, this step forward is definitely connected to that victory, award, recognition there as well. And then at the bottom here, we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is being active, being creative. It's some sort of new project, new creative idea. And I'm not surprised to see that because, again, we're moving on to something new here. And then your Page of Wands is that something new here. So this victory, award, recognition, success, whatever form the Six of Wands may have come in, definitely is a major enabler for you as you move into this next step there, Virgo. Let's take a look at our clarifiers, though. First, we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is about being very solid, practical, and wise. Good thinking and good action got you to this point here, Virgo. With the King of Pentacles, this is also, the King of Pentacles, this is also about investing. So it's like you invested your time, your energy, your resources into the correct place. This is a good indicator of this moving forward, this advancement, this progression as well. Again, a good resource, a good place to put your resources, a good investment in yourself. Pairs really nicely with that authentic card too. Again, it seems good for you, but it's also authentic to you, Virgo. The next card that we have is the Hangman. It's almost like you've been waiting for this time to come. With the Hangman, this person's quite literally hanging there by their foot, waiting for that next step, waiting for that progress. Sometimes it's waiting for information. In this case, it was kind of like that success that opened the door. But you were hanging here and now you're moving forward, now you're progressing forward, so that's really great to see. And at the bottom here, we have a nice repeat card of the Eight of Cups, so not at all surprised to see this coming up again. Again, this is you advancing and progressing forward. Super cool to see. Really good reading there for you, Virgo. Let me see if I can move the sleepy cat here. Come on, bud. Come here. Sorry, quick intermission, quick break for us. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So let's start out with a quick message. We have the card, experience the joy of giving, pay it forward to someone today. The smallest act of love goes a long way. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate, or excuse me, we're talking about money here. Virgo, got ahead of myself. So in this column, it's going to be anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have. I apologize. Okay, so first up we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords can be a card of low feelings, but more often when I see the Three of Swords, this is a card of some sort of healing or repair that needs to happen. And I'm not sure, we'll of course clarify this card, but I'm not sure if this is healing of your finances or if this is a healing of your career or your job or maybe a relationship connected to one of those, but we'll take a look at that further. It's like there's some sort of financial or career healing that seems to need to happen here, Virgo. The next card that we have is the Star card. The Star card is a great card of renewal. This is like hope. This is a card of renewal, inner clarity, hope, kind of being re-energized, if you will, which I like to see. Again, we were saying there's some healing that needs to happen financially or with career, and then we have a renewal card. So this pairing is actually coming really nicely together. One other thing I wanted to say about the star card too, with this big star at the top, this is also oftentimes like recognition, reward, being in the spotlight too. So that in itself could be kind of what renews the career here or repairs the career. Of course, we'll clarify. The next card that we have is the Tower card. The Tower card is a card of unwanted change. I always tell people, like, you plan for A, B, C, and D, E, F ends up happening. So things may not play out exactly the way you would hope for money or career this month. But at the end of the day, the renewal is there, the hope is there, and it seems to be the repair, the recovery, the healing is happening for you as well. So let's go and take a look at our clarifiers, though, and see what other messages I can give you. First, we have the Hermit. The Hermit is a card of going within for clarity. This ties really nicely into our Authentic card about doing what feels good in our heart. What I'm hearing is things may need to be reprioritized here. So let's say it's your finances that need to be repaired. Then we need to reprioritize savings or reprioritize what we're spending on here, Virgo. Another thing I'm hearing too, something could have happened with this relationship that needs repair, and it's like acknowledging that we need to repair it, that we need to make it right. So keep that in mind as well with the Hermit too. This is like reflection on the situation that happened and how we can correct it. The next card that we have is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a card of being very bold, being very powerful. This could be a leadership role too, so definitely some potential for advancement off of this spotlight recognition renewal that's happening. But it's really empowering you to kind of take control again. Again, whether this is career that we're repairing or this is finance that we're repairing, you kind of have the power now in this situation to do so. And then at the bottom here, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card being very traditional, being very conventional. Again, you had a specific plan, Virgo, and things did not go as planned, and that's okay. The Tower card is always like a course-correcting card, so it takes you exactly where you need to be when you need to be there. Another thing to keep in mind with that Hierophant as well is this is a card of expectations, and oftentimes this is then our expectations being exceeded. So although this isn't what you want at face value right now, this again leads to something greater. This leads to something that then exceeds our expectations. Okay, moving on now to our next column. Now we're finally going to talk about love here, Virgo. Jumped the gun earlier. So quick love message to kick us off. It says, only time will tell. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here. First up, we have the Devil card. And the Devil card is a card of overdoing something typically. So this is like greed, envy, materialism, obsession. Again, it's kind of that taking something too far, doing something a little bit too often. So there's something that's being overdone right now, Virgo, and we're definitely going to be making some sort of switch regarding this. The next card that we have is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a card of a necessary transition. You see this card's kind of dark and gloomy. Everyone's facing away from us. The swords are stuck in the boat. But yet the boat is heading in a forward, positive direction. So again, this is a change that has to happen. There's something that's being overdone here that doesn't feel right. So we're getting ready to go through this transition. There could be some physically moving or relocating associated with the Three of Swords as well. And then next we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card of having to make a decision. This is also like a card of compromise. So again, something's being overdone right now. So I'm not surprised that there is like a feeling of compromise or a feeling of it not being exactly what we want. So I'm glad this change is happening because again, something kind of has to give here. Something is being overdone. It's not quite right. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Page of the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is having lots going on, so we're multitasking, we're weighing multiple things. Maybe what's being overdone is we're just doing too much in general, but again, this is like juggling. Too much happening, too much of one thing. Something is being overdone here. The next card that we have is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card of protecting yourself against competition. It's a card of self-defense. I do feel like your kind of natural instinct here, Virgo, is going to be to resist this change. But again, I feel like it's time for this change. I feel like you're maybe not as excited or like willing to go through this transition just because, again, you're kind of in limbo. We're kind of getting that feeling of compromise. But I would encourage you to lean in on this change as much as you can. Again, it's kind of this natural flow that needs to happen. There's just too much of something going on right now. And then at the bottom here, we have the Ace of Swords. Anytime you have an ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Swords, this is new idea, new clarity. You are going to get clarity, so again, this isn't going to feel like a compromise for long. But also another thing too, so again, the Two of Swords is that decision card. So that's going to be having the information you need to make the decision. So I'm glad to see that as well. So it gets more clarity as you move forward in this transition. Okay, taking a look at our fifth and final column, we have a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the summary affirmation card of I feel peaceful. I love this so much. I wish everybody got this card, Virgo. We all need more peace. We need more balance. We need more harmony. So I'm glad that's what's coming in for you in these next few weeks. So let's take a look at this final message here. First up, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very free-spirited, very creative, very much so a card of freedom. We're finding peace, we're finding freedom, which is amazing because maybe things are not so great here. The next card that we have is the Eight of Swords. This is self-imposed restrictions, so freedom from limiting ourselves or coming to peace with our abilities rather than doubting ourselves. So that's great to see. Again, freedom from that kind of self-doubt. And then at the bottom here, we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is just feeling like you're in a low spot, feeling like you've kind of hit bottom here. But again, we're freeing ourselves from that. We're finding peace with the scenario and figuring out how to move forward. So I like this. I think we're potentially, for some of you, Virgo, coming off kind of a low spot. But things look so promising on the other side here. And again, you can't doubt that sense of peacefulness either. It's hard to beat those feelings. Okay, looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Lover's card. The Lover's card is a card of partnership, strength, love together. It does seem like the love energy is continuing forward. Perhaps the love is what's giving you kind of that sense of freedom, helping with that kind of sense of coming to peace with things and moving forward. The next card that we have is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a card of feeling like we're not fulfilled. It can be a feeling of apathy as well. I'm not surprised to see low feelings because, you know, you have the Eight of Swords and then the Ten of Swords. So there are kind of some low feelings floating out there. But again, this is coming to peace with this and releasing so you can move forward here, Virgo. At the bottom, we have the Three of Swords. Again, kind of another low feeling card. Not at all surprised to see it just given the mix of cards we have here. This is always a card of like indicating that it's time to do some healing. So we started on a healing card and we're ending on a healing card. But this is almost like gone past the healing. This is like truly coming to peace with things, which I think is a different level of healing. So I like this. Do your best to come to peace with things. Do your best to heal from things. It's almost like you're being set free though, once we can do that, Virgo. So really important there. Okay, now let's look at our next call. Now I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, Virgo, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the Five of Clubs. This is number 33 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the Three of Diamonds. This is number 48 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the Two of Clubs. This is number 46 card. That's going to be a no. So yes, yes, no there for you, Virgo. Also, we're going to take a look and pull a card out of our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of July. Your crystal this month is heliotrope, which is good for differentiation, protection, fends off any spiritual and emotional assaults, and helps set clear boundaries. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. We can all always use more healing. Virgo, your healing note says, You, yes, you, the one reading this. You are beautiful, talented, amazing, and simply the best at being you. Thank you so much, Virgo, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe. I did also include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Virgo, and I hope you have a wonderful July.